Hi friends, how are we feeling? All right, it's Monday Night Muses. How are we feeling? Tell me your feelings. Tell me your thoughts and feelings. Tell me your vibes. What are your vibes today? I want a little more reverb on my voice. A little more reverb. Okay, Rory, that's too much. Or is it? Hey. Look at you guys. I didn't even ask the question yet. I love you. The 3 questions I usually ask on Monday Night Muses are: where are you tuned in from? What are you sipping on? And how are you feeling tonight? As always, I want the real answer, not the polite answer. Ooh, that sounds lovely. Lemon lavender tea, I'm so here for it. I am drinking wine and seltzer, which is a common drink for me, as y'all know. Cheers. Bonk. Look at the seltzer though, it's fancy. It's a limoncello blueberry seltzer water. Ooh. Anyway, how are we feeling? I found this really nice synth sound called Liquid Synth Keys. Anyway, let me open up with a song, then we're going to write a song together, because last time I was streaming, Judith Redeemed dropped everything and write a song, and I did not do that because I missed it, which actually reminds me I should go to my creator dashboard so that I can see if people are following me, if people are doing things, etc. Let's do that. Monday Night Muses. We got a really nice poetry corner for you today with Brian Garrity. Brian Garrity sent me more poems than I asked for, and now I am like, what am I gonna do? That's a lot to choose between, because they're all really good and they all get me right in the feels. So we'll have feelings together today. Oh, look at that. Patrice Ryan followed me. Thanks, Patrice Ryan. Guys, wasn't Patrice Ryan... That's funny because I'm following Patrice Ryan right now. Wasn't Patrice so good? Wasn't she awesome? Lemon lavender soap. If you don't have any tea, I'll let you dunk my soap in your cup. You know, that started out really nice, and then it got a little weird. Is it vegan soap? That's a good question. It's clean. Yes, it is actually vegan. Ha ha! If she dunks your soap in her cup, it'll literally be clean eating. I see what you did there. I like that. All right, let's get started. All right. I'm going to start with... What song do I want to open up with? I think I'm going to start with Full Moon Charm Bracelet. Even though we have a new moon, y'all, it's a new moon. It's a new moon on Monday. Or was it a new moon yesterday? It's still pretty new. No matter what, it's new. It's not an old moon. It's that time of the month where we recycle the old moon and take a nice fresh moon. So I'm going to start with full moon charm bracelet. Talk about letting go. What are we letting go of, y'all? Because I know the new moon is really a time for new beginnings, but before we have a new beginning, we have to make room for it. And I want to tell you, I'm going into June and indeed the whole summer, aware that I'm overbooked. And it's good to be busy. It's good to have work. And at the same time, I'm like, man, May kind of zoomed by at a pace that was like faster than I was ready for, because I'm so busy and I'm doing so many things, and I really love the things I'm doing, but I feel like when I'm crazy busy, I don't get to enjoy them as much. So I'm like going into this summer asking myself, how can I kind of thin things out a little bit, like how you thin out plants in a garden to let other plants thrive so that the really important stuff can thrive. And I don't know the answer at all. But that's a thing that I'm thinking about a lot. I'm thinking about how, like, quality over quantity, and at the same time, the reality of being a gigging musician for a living and like having to, you know, make a living, and being grateful that I'm able to do that. But I know there's something I need to let go of in order to thrive right now. And I'm not entirely sure what it is or how. And that's a little bit what this song is about. It's kind of a meditation on how bad I am at letting go. So let's go for it. And while this song is playing, why don't you pop in the comments and let us know, is there something you already let go of? Is there something you need to let go of? Do you not know how to let go like me? Like, tell me your feelings about letting go right now. Bracelet, cause the charm is just a memory. Now I have had all I can take of suffering and sacrifice. Now I'm not helping one single being when I push it all down. I'm not doing myself a service when I count myself out. How it goes, how the moon is full again. This time I have done my homework. It seems like I'm always saying no, but at the end of the day, I don't know how to say just what it is I want to throw away, or what I will replace it with. So wait, stay and stay. Stay and stay, goodbye. I'm letting go. Help me be brave, 'cause I don't know anything for certain anymore. But I know some things are worth it feeling scared for. Let you know, let you know, let you know how it goes. anxious feeling that I have to be predictable, comprehensible to everybody but me. Goodbye to believing overwork is the only way to get there. I'm living at a deficit. Goodbye to believing I'll be free in 1 more month, 12 more days. Finding time until the story gets thin enough to let me out. Magic moments never come, so fine, make the magic myself. Goodbye, I'm letting go. Help me be brave, 'cause I don't know anything for certain anymore. I know some things are worth it, feeling scared. I'll let you know how it goes. Thank you, friends. I'm evolving into my Pokemon form of like soulful piano player lady. That's what I've been feeling like being lately. And I gotta tell you, I have feelings. Like, what? Rorie Kelly has feelings? This is almost as if this whole broadcast and her whole career was about that. I feel like over the years as a performer, there's a lot of pressure on performers to like be upbeat, to like don't bore us, get to the chorus, to be like really fun all the time. And like for a lot of singer-songwriters, it's a running joke. It's like, oh, here's another depressing song. And I gotta say, like, I'm getting to a point in my life where I'm like no longer obsessed with meeting other people's criteria for what being a successful musician looks like, and more interested in just being the musician I want to be. And right now that's feeling like these kind of thoughtful piano vibes, and I'm feeling really grateful that I was able to take the time in 2020 to like start myself more seriously on a piano journey, and that y'all are here for it. So thanks, y'all. All right, let's see, what are we letting go of here? Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how much I feel this, Tiger. Want to let go of my grief for the past that never happened. Like big freaking mood. Oh my goodness. I mean, let me know if you figure that out, cause wow. David Alexander, I definitely struggle with letting go. I think what I want to let go of is paranoia over things that aren't even really issues. I love that answer. Yes, like, how often do I find myself stressing out about something that honestly I don't even need to be spending my time on in that way? And yet it's hard. It's hard to let go. It's hard to be like, maybe things will just work out. Let go. The horrible new place I'm at in sadness and depression. I'm so sorry, Barbie. I was really hoping this would be a good fresh start for you. I'm sending you really good loving vibes, and I hope it turns out to be better than it seems right now. I know you just moved. Diggy Cat says, I ask myself whether it's physically or mentally. I like that, juxtaposition. Why am I hanging on to this? Why indeed? That's a really good question. I'm going to start doing that. Diggy Cat has good practices, y'all. What else do we have here? I used to be sweet. Indeed. And now here we are. Ooh, Claire says I want to let go of silence. I feel that. Break the silence, baby. And I see that I didn't clear up my song request from yesterday. By the way, thanks y'all for tuning in yesterday. I was live at the Long Beach Hotel. And usually I can't find my keys on Sunday night, but it's Memorial Day weekend. I got a gig, and I'm like, but I got to still go live for friends. So I went live, and I hope it wasn't too loud. There are some venues that I just don't even try at because I know the background noise is going to be loud. Long Beach Hotel felt like you could probably still hear me, and I hope that was true because obviously I was on, only on my side of the stream. But I still hope it was a good experience. I thank you all for hanging out with me and chilling with me the whole time. That was really, really nice. Claire says, I love the piano vibe. Good. Same Z's. Chorus, screw the chorus. What's a chorus? Can I take it to the bridge? I love seeing everyone supporting everyone here. I love that. Thank you all. Oh, good. I'm really glad to hear that. I have so much control when I'm here at home, you know? When I'm out streaming and I just put up a phone, I feel like I'm in the Stone Age, man. I'm like, gee, it would be nice if I could, like, I haven't even, although I have an app and a couple of connectors, but I haven't optimized, like, being able to give you guys, like, an audio line off of the board, for example, instead of just a straight up phone microphone yet. And that's, like, something that's going to require some experimentation. But I'm always like, man, I wish I could have ultimate control so I could make it a really good stream for everybody. So I appreciate y'all hanging in there with me. I know we had some connectivity issues too. Okay, it's time to drop everything and write a song. After that, it looks like we have a request for Used to Be Sweet. And after that, it's going to be time for Poetry Corner. Actually, Used to Be Sweet might happen after Poetry Corner because I see that it's already 8:24. My gosh, you guys, I sure can talk a lot. It's 8:24 and all I've done is play you one song. Whoopsies. Let's drop everything and write a song. So here's... When I was your age, we didn't have no newfangled streams, but I bet you would have been all over it, Tiger. I bet you and Judith would have streamed up the neighborhood. And it would have been awesome and fun and probably not safe for work. To be honest, I long for ultimate control. I feel you, you know? I do. So we're going to start, we're going to write a song, and it's the new moon. So I want to write a song about hopes today. I want to be gentle and just talk about what we are hoping for, because I feel like sometimes I feel a lot of pressure as someone who's kind of like, a witchy spiritual kind of person, you know, at the new moon, it's a good time for setting intentions. It's a good time for spell work. It's a good time for goal setting and trying to manifest something or draw something into your life, you know? And sometimes I feel a lot of pressure about that. I feel pressure to be like, okay, what's the thing? What are we doing this new moon? It's like I'm like the stage mom, the new moon stage mom. I'm like, come on, we got to have the answers. And I don't want to put too much pressure to be like, it's time to know exactly what you want in your life and exactly the steps you will take to get there. That's a lot. I just want to talk about hope right now. What are we hoping for in the coming weeks? And I want us to feel free to make our hopes as big or small as we desire. And I think, oh look, it's a spam comment. I wonder, hey, David, do you think you can boot that troll for us? I know you're usually pretty good with that. I'll grab it if David doesn't see it. Oh, thank goodness, because I can't shut up. Anyway, where was I at? I want us to feel free to hope for things. Bye-bye, Trollski. Or maybe that should be the song. Bye-bye, Trollski. I don't really want to buy followers from you. Bye-bye, Trollski. Mountviewers.com, no thank you. Yes, I would like to become famous, but I don't think that 0 Relax 6 is gonna get me there. I just have a feeling that you are not a Sony executive, for example. I don't know if buying followers and primes and viewers on mountviewers.com is gonna do it. Bye-bye, Trollski. I'm ready to let go of your questionable clickbait, because I'm doing okay without you. Mountviewers.com, amazing opportunity that it must be. I think I'll pass nonetheless. I think I will go boldly into the future without purchasing your followers. Are those targeted followers? Oh, Relax 6. Are those people who like to listen to For example, Alanis Morissette, Sarah Bareilles, Brandi Carlile, the singer-songwriters and badass female protagonists of a generation? Or are they just Russian bots trying to influence my elections? Thank you, but gerrymandering has already got that covered for me. Bye-bye Trollsky, bye-bye Trollsky, bye-bye Trollsky. That wasn't the song I intended to drop everything and write, but Judah said bye-bye Trollsky, and it had to happen. Yes, it is. It's silly Rorie Unleashed. It's true. You know, I think most of these trolls that come in like, want to get famous, want to buy followers, most of them like see themselves out. They're just like, they come in, they drop it in the chat, they bail. So it's like, the trash is taking itself out. It's, that's hopeful. Anyway, thank you for supporting my nonsense, y'all. That was not the song I intended to drop everything and write. And maybe during the second half, we will drop everything and write a song about our hopes. So I want you to think about your hopes for the next few weeks. I want you to feel free to make them big hopes or small hopes. I want you to feel free to make them unbacked up hopes. Like often, and I'm someone who's like here for this. The best way to go after a hope or a dream is to like take some practical steps, right? But I want us to feel free to hope for things that we don't know what the hell to do about, right? Like, I don't know how to make this happen. I just want it. We should feel free to have those hopes, to have those big dreams that feel like, I don't know how to get from point A to point Q. But I wanna. Speaking of Star Trek, I'm sorry, most annoying character. I can't with Q. And, you know, because I've met so many Qs and my fellow, my fellow women, who among us hasn't had a dude come in all fancy, trying to mansplain to us how he's going to make our lives better? I can't with Q. All right, it's time for Poetry Corner. Why isn't this nail polish drying? I wish you luck. Nail polish takes forever to dry. It's why I never paint my nails. Well, it's also because then the next day I ruin it. You know, like I gig almost every day. So I paint my nails. I immediately ruin my manicure. That's silly. I do sometimes enjoy painting my toenails, though. And that's a good time. And then I'm walking around precariously with like the toilet paper, you know, like between my toes to keep them separated. And it's awkward. And then I'm like, why isn't this nail polish drying? There, now I've told you about my toenail practices. It's getting, oh my gosh, spoiler alert. I have not gotten there yet. I didn't know Q finally died. And I'm sad about it. The actor who plays Q is a pretty cool dude and is in a couple of Star Trek groups that I'm in on Facebook. Like he comes into the groups and just be a fun supportive force. So I'm here for the guy, just not the Q. Was he wearing a red shirt? That is a good question. I don't wait for the next day. The next 10 minutes does it. Yeah, big mood. I feel that. Yes, John Delancey, thank you. His name was escaping me. I love the color, but not the fumes. Samey. Yes. It is a bit much. All right, it's time for Poetry Corner. This has been a wild ride, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for talking. If someone like has come on the stream recently and is like lurking or something and they're like, oh, Monday Night Muses, I'm here for music. And we're over here like talking about painting our toenails, talking about the most annoying characters on Star Trek. Who's your least favorite Star Trek character? And who's your most favorite? Unpopular opinion, I could do without Riker. Like, I'm cool. I'm okay. Or I could do with him having like a way lesser of a role. Probably popular opinion, give me all the Deanna Troi. Super here for her. Doesn't have to be limited to Next Gen, but I'm early in this series. Like I'm still watching Next Gen, and we just started Deep Space Nine. Alex is indoctrinating me into the Star Trek universe. Anyway, if you just came on hoping to hear some music, it's all about sci-fi and nail polish today. It's time for Poetry Corner. We got the poems of Brian Garrity today. I'm very excited, and you should be too. Brian is super awesome, wonderful. So there. Let's get a nice little... I'm going to use this granular vibraphone. Yep, that's going to be for the first poem for sure. Thank you. Why I love Monday Night. Thank you for being here for it. Captain, I protest. I am not a merry man. I've seen some, but not all of the original. There's a couple of like classic episodes that I really enjoy, and probably some that I have missed that I would really enjoy. But there's some episodes that I'm just like, yeah, okay, this is pretty campy, it's pretty funny, but I can't sink my teeth into it the way I can some of the more modern Star Treks, and maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that's generational. That is an excellent Worf line. I love Worf. I'm here for more Worf. I hope my next album is called that too. I think I need a side project, and I think the side project needs to be called Sci-Fi Nail Polish. Yes, what's not to love about Data? Data's the best. And can I just say, like, Tasha Yar was correct. Tasha Yar, when she had her moment where she needed to, you know, like, have some romance with someone, she chose the right person. I'm sorry. Like, Data's the guy. Data's not going to be problematic. Data's going to show you respect. You know, I'm here for Data all the way. All right, it's really time for Poetry Corner. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm like trying to, I mean to be having like a professional broadcast, and what I'm doing is talking about Star Trek with all y'all. So thanks for being, yeah, see, Data is fully functional. I mean, honestly, let's be real. That's more than I can say. And his cat Spot. Oh my God, were you guys here when I did Data's ode to Spot? Did I do that here, or did I do that on Captain Phil's radio show? I did like a Poetry Corner around ode to Spot, and it was like a really wonderful time. So sue us. I won't sue you. LOL, as if I have money for legal counsel. No, you guys are the best. I love you. Thank you. Okay, it's time for Poetry Corner. Let's get started. No tracks are record enabled. Let me enable my recording tracks. Pro Tools, nothing but Pro Tools. Oh, now I'm really mixing. I don't know why I had a need to sing the Star Wars theme about Pro Tools. Okay, I think I'm record enabled. Let's go, Poetry Corner. Thank you so much for coming to Poetry Corner. Coming to Poetry Corner, you say, I'm just tuned in and listening. That's all you have to do. That's what's so great about Poetry Corner. All you have to do is show up and lend us your beautiful, beautiful ears. This week on Poetry Corner, I am featuring the poetry of Brian Garrity. And Brian has a habit. He's such a low-key individual. He's a really tall individual with a really low-key personality. And he has a habit of showing up all low-key and be like, okay, I wrote a poem about this. And then, like, you're listening to the poem and you get about a third of the way in and you realize that Brian is about to break your heart into a million tiny pieces. Not in a cruel way exactly, but in a truth way. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the kind of vibe I'm going to bring to you today. I will be reading 3 poems by Brian Garrity. Let's get started. This first one is called Scarecrow. Scared and sacred share the same letters. I noticed this on the same day I read that crows are self-aware and can ponder their own thoughts. My mind is perpetually a tree filled with blackbirds, brainstorming the demise of my past and future selves. Half of the time, I try to saw myself in half, divorce myself from the part of me that tears me apart. But I, unlike the self-aware crow, cannot fly away and am left to jog in place. Scared and sacred share the same letters. This rings true like a mug full of sea foam, salted and smooth on the way down, leaving a thirst quenched and unquenchable, revitalizing and ionizing. Stand steady as the waves crash against crow-filled craw, vision converting to blurs, where the beak of thoughts turn to wingless birds. That was Scarecrow. I was a little weird and experimental with that loop. I wanted to have an ominous, an ominous feeling on top of the prettiness, because I felt that way from some of the poem. Like, yes, this is a very pretty truth, and it fills me with ominosity, which is a real word that I did not just make up. Thank you, Brian Garrity, for bringing your ominosity onto Poetry Corner. Let's move on to a poem called Frostbitten. In 1964, poet John Donne once wrote, "No man is an island." Maybe not, but you are an iceberg, sticking your neck out just above the surface. That is all you let anyone see, including yourself. Your dark dimensions and depths are friendless as they numb out beneath the sea. Maybe you're not an iceberg, but you are a glacier, a chunk of ice drifting through life. Frozen you remain, no certain purpose ever ascertained. Maybe you're not a glacier, but you are an igloo, building blocks, perfectly placed, a fortress formed just large enough to fit only one person, you. You remain pure tundra, emotionless, yet convinced that you are sunbathing in an oasis. No man is an island, but you are an iceberg. Bracing for the day, you crash head on into yourself. I'm reading to you the poems of Brian Garrity. Brian Garrity is a super awesome, wonderful local Long Island poet who has, I've had the pleasure of hearing him read in person at some various open mics and other events that I have been a part of together with him. And also just like a super really good guy. Like, I know that sounds like the kind of thing you say when you don't know what to say about something, but I just, every time I talk to Brian at length, I'm struck by his basic friggin' decency, and it's really special to meet someone who exudes basic friggin' decency in this day and age. So thank you, Brian, for bringing both ominosity and decency into our worlds. This is going to be the last poem. This is called Everything. Sticks snap on the concrete loudly. The charm he shows is not real, it's dishonesty, disguised as mystery. Cracking an egg against the side of a ceramic bowl takes soft precision. Neil deGrasse Tyson said the universe is under no obligation to make sense to you. Snapping fortune cookies open is more fun than reading the fortune. Trying to contain nature in a line of poetry is like trying to fit a stretch limousine in a plastic egg. Snow is fun to look at indoors, but is a mess to stand in outside. I always have cold feet when I go to sleep. I can't figure out why he would hurt her that way. Eggshells are fun to make a mosaic with. I am subconsciously afraid of getting a parking ticket wherever I park. My uncle and grandfather bonded over owning a boat. I have very little to talk about with my family. I leave most situations with more questions than answers. I still think about brokenness most often when I journal. The cold air is waiting for me when I leave this house. I would break a whole box of crayons in half to feel the pain of colors. The ocean is more powerful than you, my dad's AA sponsor said to him. After I have a cold drink, I feel more bitter. Nature gives me comfort. Red leaves still hanging on trees make me think of happiness hanging by a thread. I drive my car with the sound of silence blaring from the speakers. A cold beer between friends is refreshing. I feel relieved that my dad doesn't share cold beers with friends anymore. Thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of this week's Poetry Corner. My name is Rorie Kelly. If you want to see Poetry Corner live as it gets broadcast, you can tune in every Monday night at around 8:30-ish p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/Rorie Kelly. And of course, you can always catch it wherever you are listening right now. I want to thank Captain Phil and WUSB, which you can find online at WUSB.fm, for showing up for poetry and for making this Poetry Corner thing a reality for me. I also want to thank DiggyCat from Lucky Star Radio for also putting Poetry Corner to penetrate deeper corners of the world. Thank you all so much for being a part of this. Thank you for showing up and bringing some poetry into your day. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful time. Okay, we're done with Poetry Corner. How we feeling, everybody? Every time I get done with poetry, because it's like recording and I have like red light anxiety, every time I'm done, I'm like, it's over. Like, even though I'm still broadcasting. But I'm like, I did the recording thing. You remember the spot, Poetry Corner. Okay, good. It wasn't just in my brain. Yeah, isn't Brian amazing, y'all? Brian's excellent. He's such a good human. Ominosity, free band name. Yeah, Ominosity. Like, what kind of band is that? I feel like they're like a melodic metal band where the songwriting could as easily be like really heavy and dark, or like really mournful and like stripped down. That's the kind of music I envision for Ominosity. It almost wants me to start doing the Muppet song. Ominosity! Ba 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 da da. Not quite. Almost. Oh, thanks for hanging out, Claire Bear. I will see you soon. Claire says, I just hope for hope. That's such a mood. Yeah. I'm doing hungry. Cheers, y'all. I should actually drink some water, and here I am cheersing you with my wine and seltzer. A little bit of seltzer. There's something about the word seltzer that I just need to say it. I don't naturally say it with a Long Island accent because I actually, my mom was a speech therapist as well as an actress, and my mom is so multi-talented, and it was important to her that we not like grow up speaking accented, and she didn't really have an accent, nor did my father. So I don't like have a... The only time my Long Island comes out, which I think is true of all my family, is like when I'm mad. But seltzer It's one of those things, and I think everyone from a place does this. There's like certain things that you want to say, and you just say it in the silly, hokey way that the the locals around you say it. And seltzer is one of those things. Have some seltzer. Have a little bit of seltzer. It's like water. You're gonna get hydrated. It doesn't have any calories. Have some seltzer. I have to finish my broccoli. I've never built a broccoli. Y'all, it's like Judith and Tiger comedy hour in here. You guys should have a podcast. Please have a podcast. I would listen to it all day long. All right, we're going to write a song right now. We're going to write it with liquid synth keys, and it's going to be about hope. And I think I'm going to use Claire's inspiration. Claire's going to be like, cool, I wrote the hook for you and I didn't even know it. I just hope for hope, I suppose. I really love that as a first line. So y'all, talk to me about your hopes or your feelings about hope. Let's write a song about hoping for hope. Nah, change my mind. I'm going to write this on just a regular piano-y sound because I feel lately, y'all, and I haven't been doing a lot of writing because I've just been really busy. I've been trying really hard to make room and make space for my creativity because it's literally what I build my life around. But haven't been doing as much writing as is in here. I have a couple things still baking. I was writing into my voice recorder on the way home from my gig last night. I've been feeling real singer-songwritery. Not just as like an identity, but like as, I guess, a genre, you might say. A genre, that's another one you want to say like a Long Islander. What genre of music do you play? Just hoping for hope, I suppose. Okay, that's not how to play it, Rory. I could loop this, but I kind of don't want to. I kind of want the tactile experience of playing. Hoping for hope, I suppose. I hope that I find peace enough to be ready to wish for something bigger in my life than getting through the day-to-day, getting through the day-to-day intact. I'm just hoping for hope, I suppose. Let me know if you see it, if you find it, if you know how to keep it in your pocket, if you got some you can spare it. I've been looking everywhere I'm walking. I'm just hoping for hope, I suppose. A feeling with feathers and fur and comfort, a feeling that boops you on the nose. Lately all I've been able to do is ask myself how I'll be getting through. I ask myself how I could have a wonderful day. Instead I find myself planning my anxiety away. If you see it, if you got some you could spare it, I could use some. If you have it, know where to find it. Could you let me know? Could you draw me a map? just hoping for hope, I suppose. If you know what I mean, then you know. If you see it, if you got some, nowhere to find it, I could use some. I'm just hoping for hope, I suppose. Thank you, friends. I gotta save that one. I should have recorded it. Well, I guess I can download it from the Twitch. I too am hoping for hope, y'all. Speaking of sweetness, we got a request for Used to Be Sweet. I'm gonna finish this off on keys tonight, I think, because I didn't get to do Can't Find My Keys. Yesterday I could not find my keys. I couldn't find them. It's actually a thing at the end of every gig, not this gig because I'm at home right now, but I have a real bad habit of throwing my keys at the beginning of the gig. I'm like, let me put these in my bag so I don't lose them. And then I pack up after the gig and I'm like, where are my keys? And I realize they are at the bottom of the bag, under the looper, under the wires, under the tip jar. And I have to unpack everything. I literally cannot find my keys. All right. I remember that the song list needed a little bit of maintenance. Let me take a look at that. I'm so sorry, y'all. We're having trouble with the song list. I went on my phone and tried to activate covers for you last night because it was a covers gig. You know, I'm like, let people request things. And it was challenging to do the correct way on my phone. It wouldn't let me. So I tried to do like a shortcut and instead I guess it messed up the whole thing. So I'm sorry. But we got Used to Be Sweet on deck for y'all. Streamersonglist.com. And then I was thinking maybe after that we would do the fucker song. Like, it's been a minute. All right, let's see here. Song attributes. Says that they're not active. Okay, well. Okay, I guess we're good. Now let's look at the queue. I got a lot of things. Got the songs from last night. Gonna mark those played. 1, 2, 3. And then thank you for bearing with me while I do my little song list maintenance. Song list is not fully functional. Who among us is, though? Not me. Not this girl. This girl can't function, can't function. This girl can't even find her keys. This girl set out to do one task. 5 minutes went by. I can't remember what I'm doing. Oh, oh, oh. All right, let's do Used to Be Sweet. Silly Rorie rises again. Yes, I'm sorry. It's I can't help it. Also, like, Judith, like, you bring it out in me. I used to be sweet, but now I'm just silly Rorie. I used to believe if I did my best that it would work out, and I did, and then it didn't. Was drawn to disappointment, was drawn to the broken. I thought I could find compassion with somebody who knew suffering. I thought I could be a healer. I thought you could heal me. I thought we could see each other and be seen finally. But I'm always the translator, running halfway forever, making ever smaller fractions, ever closer while the other sits and waits for me to build the bridge. I used to be sweet. I used to be sweet. I used to be sweet. I used to believe in more than me. I used to be sweet. Now can I be the woman I know I was meant to be, with all these pushy expectations weighing heavy on me? How can I be a healer when no one to heal me? How can we see each other through this thick fog of stories? How can I be generous when everyone wants something from me? How can I be understanding when everyone wants to judge me? I am just one girl doing my best. I used to be sweet. I used to be sweet. I used to be sweet. I used to believe in more than me. I used to be sweet. I used to be sweet, but life made me bitter. I used to believe if I did my best that it would work out, and I did, and then it didn't. I used to be sweet. Thank you, friends. Baseball. Speaking of Star Trek, which we were a scant 20 minutes ago, I think that's actually my most frequently used GIF. Like when we do like reactions, like GIF reactions in a chat, is the classic Picard facepalm. Picard just sitting in his chair like, it has 1,000,001 applications. Okay. We're going to do the fucker song. I was about to say, if you don't want to hear a bad word, now's the time to, go do something else. But I just said a bad word, so sorry. If you don't want to hear a bad word again, now's the time to go make yourself some hot cocoa and marshmallows and, shelter yourself securely from the bad language that is about to follow. This is a song about belligerent positivity. A practice that has become more and more important in my daily life. Hang on, y'all. Check hello, check hello. I want to turn up my headphone volume a little bit. Which one is it? Is it you? Is it this? Is it this dial? Yes, it's getting louder. Okay. Thank you. Y'all didn't need that. Explicit content. The real Picard maneuver. There are no bad words, only bad humans. Should we talk about the loss of tiny objects? Very small specific parts without which nothing can be fixed. Should we talk about Mercury retrograde? It's totally cool, I love to put the past in perspective. But now that we are back in the present, everything in my life seems to be broken. Should we talk about my psychological state? Let's not play with fire here. It's already been a long day. You cannot be serious the way you're jerking me around. This bad luck is hilarious, 'cause you can't keep this fucker down. Should we talk about guitars and cars and bank accounts? It's a Russian roulette. Where will the problem be today? I am one headlight short of a bright outlook. That's not a metaphor. I hope I don't get good time. Wouldn't know what to do with it. Everything will be just fine. Soon as I find my keys and my wallet. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up. You cannot be serious the way you're jerking me around. This bad luck is hilarious, 'cause you can't keep this fucker down. Oh no, 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 watch me turn my luck around. No, 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 'cause you can't keep this fucker down. Oh, you can't keep this fucker down. Hey. Thank you, friends. What? Whoosh on wooette? Oh, I see. I knew if I said it out loud, I'd get it. Yes. Yes, that is Elmer Fudd's kind of whoosh and woolette. That's what I like to wash my clothes in the sink with, the woolette. Okay, y'all. Yes, I'm honored to be a part of your Mario Party experience. That is the exact right vibe. I used to play, I'm old, so what I used to play was SNES, the racy one, Mario Kart, SNES Super Mario Kart, and I would listen to the Cranberries and I would listen to Ben Folds 5 while I was playing Mario Kart. And it's really interesting how your brain ties memories together, because years later, I found the cassette tapes on which I used to listen to these albums to, because I was cheap and I knew if I could buy 2 cassette tapes for like almost the same price as 1 CD. So I was like, more music, less money. I found my bag of tapes from when I was a teenager and I put on that Cranberries album and I just wanted to play Mario Kart. All right. Thanks so much, everybody, for coming to Monday Night Muses. Let's go. Virgos, listening to Virgos. We clump. I can't help it. We're clumpy. That doesn't sound very good. My sweet summer child. Please keep calling me a sweet summer child. It makes me have hope. All right. Let's go raid someone. Is there anyone, does anyone have a raid suggestion? Otherwise, I will find a good human or non-human, maybe a nice cat, to raid for us. Let's see who's on at the moment. I see a bunch of good people on. Do I have any suggestions? Schnaff. Let's go raid Schnaff. Yeah. Let's do it. Time for a little schnaffing. Eine kleine Schnaff music. Okay, raid. And as always, I'm going to sing y'all out. And if you're watching the replay and you're like, raid, what are they doing? This is what we do. We literally go bring the party to another live music stream after this. So if you want to be a part of that, come join us on Monday nights if you're watching the replay. Or keep sticking around on Tuesday nights, because I love you whenever you want to tune in. I'm grateful. Thanks. Okay. Oh, next time we'll do Jillian Hayek. But today we'll do Schnaff. Getting a little schnaffy up in here. What does that even mean? What do you even mean by that, Rorie? I don't know. All right. I hope you're ready to join me on this raid. Schnaff is pretty good. I really enjoyed what I heard last time we raided. So let me sing you out. Thank you for coming to Monday Night Muses. 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 Thanks y'all so much. Y'all are wonderful. I'll see you again soon.